Welcome back in, builders. A little unfortunate here. I do need to start with a little bit of an apology. I don't know whether it was me or my software, but I wasn't recording when I thought I was, so we just missed out on a turn here. The big event was we earned a piece of scale mail, so I didn't have to purchase any other armor for our warrior. That was about it. This turn, we had many of our monsters grow up here, and that has started eating me out of house and home. We currently have a monster upkeep of 1,800, almost 1,900 gold a turn. That's just way too much. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Step one, unfortunately for this alligator, we're gonna do a surgery here, and you're gonna get vivisected. We need to do a vivisection because it's gonna unlock tech, allows me to unlock combat surgery. So we can hopefully use this. I believe this is gonna give us like a chance to save a creature that gets killed. I haven't actually unlocked this before, so we'll learn that one together. For the other creatures here, I thought long and hard about, should I start an alligator line? And honestly, at 161 gold per turn to feed them, because they're 100% carnivore, it's just not feasible. Like, even my wolves are only 107. So I just don't have the earnings potential at the moment. So we are going to sell these off. We're going to be exceptionally careful. Notice I had the alligator selected, but it changed who I was targeting on this menu. This is a major horrible piece of UI. Everything else, like when we did the surgery, it was on the creature I had selected. This should have the creature selected. So just FYI, be careful if you come into this menu. All right, we will check. Ooh, a strong blood potion. We'll nab that. So there's different things that they'll offer you. I'll take the money for that one. Sometimes I might take the gear if there's just something tempting. But all alligators must go. Yeah, there we go. So we still have our breeding pair of dragons. We have a green ant, and we still have our 2 wolves. So pretty nice there. We've also managed to cut down our upkeep down to 611. Much more doable for me. Much more doable. Okay, so we don't need to know about all those monsters growing up. There's new warriors to hire, don't care. New alchemists, can't use it. Can't use apprentices. New stock, a green ant male is what is the most important thing. Here's a female, unfortunately. Yeah, that's really the only thing I'm interested in at the moment. You maybe. We'll see how the breeding goes. Arms fair. I mean, this is gonna have some good stuff. Yeah, but I don't have money for good stuff. Now I do know my practice playthrough ended when I did the green ant colony event here. We are not going to touch that. I don't know if that UI was up before I made the save and I deleted it, or if it came up last month or whatever, but there's like 10 ants in there or something, and they're going to absolutely body us. So just using my meta knowledge, I'm not going to touch that one at all. That's just death waiting to happen. All right, let's hit the catacombs. And I think we'll probably just auto these. We're skilled up enough that I'm not worried anyone's gonna die, even though that is lethal combat. Did anybody level up? Yes, they did. So this is Lady Death, who has her development bonus done and is rapidly finishing her reptile skills. One more click on that and we will be good to go. That is very nice. She's actually gonna kind of like max out here in the near future. In fact, I get 2 points because of our development bonus. So she has maxed out her reptile skills. So her bites cost 2 less action points. Interesting. I'm hoping that she has enough agility to give her enough action points that if I don't move, we'll get 2 attacks. That would be massive. I mean, essentially doubling her DPS. Our green ant. Now the ant only lives for so short. I am going to stick with my plan here of you're just going to get really good at dodging arrows. The best you can. Yep. And he's just gonna specialize. And then this is Manhunter. Manhunter is specialized in eating people and has finished their development bonus. So cha-ching. Very nice. Okay, what looks like we were working on just generic combat skill. So with 2 points, we could lower the bite. Yeah. Lower the counterattack and increase the bite damage. Yep. All right, well, again, we have just gotten so much more powerful. Okay, none of my humans actually have a level up. let's go ahead and we have the lesser nobility tournament. Kind of a small tournament, actually. Maybe that's why it's lesser. So we could do Blood Rage, but it's lethal. We really only have open game here. All right, so I'm still going to be kind of a wussy, and we're going to stick on easier fights. It's just the safer bet here. A hybrid lizard. You look ridiculous, friend, like you have part fish or something in you. 2 guys with 2-handed swords. Insectoid Slayer, Mammal Slayer, Mammal Slayer. Okay, so maybe we don't bring the wolves is kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, we'll prepare for battle. We get 4 people. So if we sent in our new fighter, I mean, he's going to have to get experience somehow. The mage, and then we'll send in... Nope, not Manhunter. Nope. Lady Death and Swamp Dragon. I don't think there's going to be any problems with that, even though we're trying to breed them at the moment. This is like couples double date. Just go to the arena and eat some humans. Let's go ahead and start that one. We'll do the fight. Okay, so the archer is what I'm most afraid of, oddly enough, and then followed by the 2-handers, and then finally by the lizard hybrid. Who is afraid of... Well, he was afraid of insects a little bit. That's okay. Okay, we don't have anything crazy in the arena, so this is kind of open ground. All right, so zip this way. I think we're going to try, as usual... We don't want to be on the flank. We'll have those 2 try to flank. I'm going to try, as usual, to bum rush the archer. And just see if I can get rid of him really early in the fight. Rabbit, Govinil, Simon the Giant. Okay, so if I move forward, we're going to get shot. Let's do this. We're probably getting shot anyways. But I don't want to give them freebies. We'll do that. He'll probably move up 1 closer at least, then we might be within sprinting distance. We don't have a shot, no. We do have our healing spell. He is gonna pot shot. Now that could be a blessing and a curse. I mean, his accuracy is really low that far away. So, I mean, if I have to take shots, I'm glad he's that far away, I guess. All right, do we just... Man, that's already messed up my plan. Okay, how much HP do you have? 32. We're about even. All right, do your attack here. We whiffed. He dodged and didn't counterattack. Maybe we just enter into a DPS race here. I like that I at least can get the attack after moving. Oh, now you decide. Now you decide to swing. All right, well, let's go for the heal. Now that we actually have some magic. All right, that was a horrible turn. That was a really horrible turn. Oh my goodness, quit bullying my swamp lizard. What did he ever do to you? Okay, at least he's out of energy. You're going down, aren't you? Yeah. That's why we stick to the non-lethals. Rip is all I can say there. Okay, and you cost 7. All right, he is defenseless, so let's bite from the rear. He is still defenseless. Fine. I want to get into a bunch of 1v1s. Not really. Move up here. Hot shot. Please no friendly fire. We had a horrific friendly fire incident. Oh, and you're gonna spam agility potions, huh? Okay, at least we came out better in that exchange. And then not after his second attack. Or his third attack! Slow your roll there, buddy. That's why I love those ones that don't have potions, man. I mean, I guess you get what you pay for. Alright, I'm gonna wiggle one closer. You gotta go. You gotta go right now. And then you're gonna try to kind of block for him. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a parry. We did get a hit there. That's something. And we do have a second attack, actually. Did I miss that before? Nice. That's exactly what I want to see. Lady Death maintaining her crown as our MVP thing at the moment. The double attack is going to be huge. And it just bleeds out. Perfect. All right. 29% chance to hit. What if I wiggled one closer? I'll take it. I just want to take my shot before we run up there and block ourselves. All right, we'll have fun with that. Okay, he did have fun. I kind of wish he didn't. All right. Oh, we don't have enough. We're getting into a position. I don't think I'm going to attack. We don't need to heal as much as I'd love to do that. Although, then again, the fear. Wait, you're afraid of humans? No, you're afraid of reptiles. Do you get some fear when you... Yeah, I gained a bunch of fear here. 12 fear. Did you gain fear from just being hit? We can eat it. We'll be okay. He's not... That one archer's not going to be able to take us out. We can just kind of let him chill. Alright, unseen attack. Get nibbled. Okay, well, Swamp Dragon. I feel like they were just bullying you, man. I don't know what else to say about that. Did get another level up. Ooh, this is gonna be crazy. Extra agility could be nice because that feeds into getting your AP. I don't know what the equation is though. Counterattacks are fine. Extra movement and extra endurance. Everyone has an action cost, character runs out of energy. Unused action points get converted to energy. I like the idea of making movement cheaper so we can run up and nibble people. I also like the idea of just getting some extra crit and some extra agility. I think we're going to go that route. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm just going to metagame knowledge that this is probably death and not touch it. Let's go ahead and take that turn. Okay, new warrior. I'm not going to hire anybody. Ditto with the archer. Ditto. Okay, wandering mage. An unknown mage and his pack of dogs occupied the Druid's farm while they're away at the fair. It takes some Druids some time to gather them in to reclaim the farm. If you drive the intruding mage away, the Druids will be grateful and willing to sell more goods. Extra rewards will be offered if you succeed in killing the mage. Okay, that sounds like a risky one, but we're gonna go for it. I want to up that those Druids. I want them to owe me. And I guess we're just kind of all in here. We'll send Manhunter, obviously. We'll send our Wolf. And I'm gonna send Swamp Dragon. Let's have a redemption arc here. All right, please don't be something absolutely insane. Okay, 17. These are just dog. A mage. I mean, we are kind of outnumbered, but I feel like we have the quality here. Okay, we are going to get bum rushed, so I got to be a little bit careful here. Okay, space out a little bit. Actually, you go there. Just making sure that they can't get to my squishiest characters. He's gonna try to get that, and I think we'll probably team up with these two, and they'll try to just go straight for that. And then I'm gonna need some more blocking on this side. Okay, no shot. No shot. I don't dare go one more forward or those dogs will probably be able to base him. He might still get based right there. Alright, what do you got, mage? A 5 fireball. Okay, that camera. Oh my. Hope you don't get motion sickness. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Is that a setting I can change? That's a little much for this one at least. Let's do... I don't feel like that's a setting. Okay, nope, I guess not. Okay, so... the mage is who I really want to down, but I don't think that's going to happen here. Bow shot that. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, nope, don't do friendly fire. Move up here. Attack that. Dodge. We don't love that. We don't love that either. We don't have a second shot, do you? No. Okay, over here, let's start with that one. Dodge. Dodge. Okay, that's not great. Okay, now we have this guy who's a bit of a problem. And by a bit, I mean a lot of a problem. Do we move up and engage, or do we just wait? If I move up here, there's a potential that I could get unseen. I think I'm just gonna have to wait. All right, we down to 1. Okay, he's doing buffs or something. Yeah, that's the guy I was worried was gonna get behind my dog if I moved up. I feel like in a straight DPS fight, we will probably win. Yep, good, good. Oh, they got that pack attack, though. Don't think I didn't see that. Okay, we have managed to keep our archer clear, though, so that should be good DPS. There's so many of them. Right, get rid of him. Oh my, my, my. And then you pass in the direction that would get you an attack. Okay, lesson learned. All right, over here, you first. Okay, don't love that dodge. Don't have a great shot. If I move here, I can still attack. Okay. I feel better about that. I'm worried. The trauma from the friendly fire is just it's too soon. Too soon. All right, let's try to team up and get rid of this guy. Man, dodgy little things, aren't they? All right, yeah, you've been reduced to hitting my lizard with a stick. I think you're gonna die. I'm not loving all those practice. This should be lethal combat, just in case I didn't say that out loud. So we gotta watch ourselves here. What was a double attack? You are also exhausted, so that's not good. Yeah, they're slowly actually wearing me out. Kind of using their pack tactics here. Yeah, there's a good hit. Alright, can you just eat him, please? You are very dodgy. Okay, we almost finished him off. You have no clean shots. You move here. Okay. Oh, I was gonna be so mad if he shot Lady Death. I was gonna be so mad. Okay, we now just need to survive, basically. It's my fight to lose at this point. Okay, excellent. She's gonna come over and help here, I think, because he's kind of in danger. So I will move into this. Otherwise, I would flank around if I didn't have help coming. All right, finish it off. Beautiful. Man, those druids are gonna owe me so much. Okay, good, great turn. Not even just a good turn, a great turn. Got 2 left. Look at a cheeky little fellow over here. A really cheeky one. All right, well, let's nibble those cheeks. Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. Too cocky by far. Good. Is that it? That's it. Ooh, okay. That wasn't actually that bad, but man, when you know it's lethal. When you know it's lethal. You successfully completed the quest, the mage is dead, and the druids can return to their farm. They are now willing to sell more goods and give you extra rewards. You received a downy leaf and a nerve bladder. I mean, as you do, right? All right, new stock. I mean, there's nothing I really want. If my warrior gets a little stronger, I believe he needs some pauldrons, but I don't think we're there yet. So no on that one. Alchemy shop. I guess we could peek at it. No, 9 HP is kind of... I'll use it and then they'll just hit me again for 9 HP, so that doesn't really get me anywhere. Animals Druids market started this month. Okay, here we go. This is the big one that we started with towards the beginning of the game, where we've got good monsters and maybe hybrids, etc. A mediocre mudworm. This food supplement increases the resilience of juvenile creatures, making them less vulnerable to abomination. I'm very interested in your mudworms, good sir. I'm very interested. Now, I don't think I have the tech to actually implant these organs, so I'm going to leave those alone. I think they might even rot, so that reward we just got kind of garbage, unfortunately. Okay, a northern lizard would be hard because it likes cooler climates than what we have. A male green ant. Oh, let me double check myself, but yes. But yes. Yeah, back here, please. Okay, male green ant's a definite. I do want to do some other insects and whatnot, but we just don't have room. No, we just gotta do that steady build up. Okay, food supplement increases the bite strength. So these are just better than meat is kind of what I'm getting, or at least perhaps more specialized. Decreases the size, but increases the agility. I don't know what size means. Just visual size, or is that like strength and HP? Lifespan could be good. I think I'm definitely going to take the 2 worms. Abomination resistance is something I definitely want to breed for. It'll make it much easier for future generations to get their monster steroids, etc., etc. Ebony bark's a rare food supplement that strengthens the creature's body structure, increasing damage capacity. I mean, yeah. I'll tell you what. We're going to buy these and we'll test them on somebody. Bite strength. Yeah. 3,500. Do it. All right, what are we building? We're not building anything. Now, I do need to be a little bit careful here. I seem to remember seeing somewhere that when we have more than 2 buildings, the property value taxes go way up. So maybe we look at the old keep and we look at maybe doing like some repairs or something here. So if we go back 1. So large chamber. You have to repair this caved-in chamber to be able to use accommodation. So that's just one of those generic rooms. We could repair the flooded dungeon cell to be able to use it. The second floor, that's way more pricey. We can't really afford that. Okay, let's just do one of these cheap ones. There's something I can afford, so we'll have the 2 slaves work on it, which I guess lowers the cost. Okay, that's nice. A little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Did anybody level up? Yes. Swamp Dragon. All right, what was your deal? You just need levels, just in general. Okay, well, there you go. And Spotted Wolf. This is not Manhunter. Yeah, this is not Manhunter. We'll probably specialize this one in something else. Or maybe we just double down on the wolves and the wolves are just my anti-human units. Could be something useful. I almost want 3 wolves, 1 specialized in each target. Another playthrough, perhaps. Okay, I think that's everything for the turn. All of our messages are done. Oh, nope, we didn't do Catacomb. All right, this will be easy. There you go. Except 720. Beautiful. And some level ups. I will take it. We should have done that before we did the other fights. Lady Death. Oh my goodness. Girl, slow down. Leave some for everyone else. 4 more agility. I'm super curious to know where we get the extra AP. Like how much agility translates. And Manhunter. Beautiful. We've got some powerhouses here. Now I do need to be a little bit careful. Like we're already level 10. Some of those arena fights are like less than level 8. So I would not be able to participate there. All right, we got the lesser nobility tournament. Yeah, less than 6. So I'm locked out of those. These are too high level. All right, we'll just do an open game, it looks like. I'm still going to be a chicken. It's not lethal, though. What's the difference in money? Quite a lot. All right, we'll do a bigger fight. Double mage. So they only really have 2 melee combatants. So we should be able to bum rush, basically. Okay, so prepare for battle. We will send in all 3 humans. We have 2 spots left. There's so many humans on that enemy team. I think we're going to go with the wolves for this one. Manhunter, earn your keep. All right, what's your formation look like? The 2 melees are in the middle. All right. And this is spotted. Okay. I absolutely love that my shield has my symbol on it. It's such a nice little detail, actually. Well, and you know, while I mentioned before, these are obviously, you know, pretty budget graphics. The gear that you have shows on your character. I mean, how many games nowadays don't do that? Like, we have our flaming sword and we have our electric wand, and he has the shield that I bought him, and it's that shield with my symbol on it. Like, that's pretty cool. I think we can afford to be a little aggressive here. I feel like we're the stronger team, actually. Yeah, if I can get you in position this turn, you can fire easily next turn. Right, we'll see if maybe Hubris is the slow killer here. Of course you fired the mage. Okay, so 18 damage. Ooh. Yeah, let's go for the guaranteed damage. The AI seems to like taking random pot shots. It just ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it. You're so much better off doing a shot you're actually going to land. Speaking of, we'll move up 1. Hey, lucky. And then we'll block for the mage. Please don't shoot my mage. And you can just shoot into him, but we can move closer too. Arcane skin. Okay, that's the first time we've actually seen that. Maybe we can figure out what it does. There's not a ton of tooltips, unfortunately. Oh, he got that parry though. All right, what's your arcane shield doing? Plus 12 protection. Okay, so I assume that it's to. Well, that's the only one called protection, so maybe it's physical protection. All right. Well, step one, you're gonna come up here and eat this mage. Step to the side and shoot him. You are gonna base both of them. I'm sorry, I know that's kind of dangerous. And if you only have physical protection, then I definitely want to hit you with the magic. I guess that's another reason why you would want some elemental attacks on some monsters. So that when we had something like this guy who's a physical juggernaut, we could just tickle him with the magic damage instead. That is Manhunter up there, right? Or did I mix those two up? Healing potion, of course. Yeah, that is Manhunter. All right, Manhunter, eat the mage. And we still have enough. Beautiful. Yeah, it's only 4 AP now. Yeah, have fun. Have fun with Maneater. I got bad news for you. All right, we'll continue to rotate because I want to get those back shots with that giant shield he's got. Yeah, it's the same thing. Do it. Nice. Nice, Aldo. Nice job, man. You're starting to get somewhere. Starting to get somewhere. Boy, if you're a mage and you're swinging your staff, you're in really big trouble. If you're an archer and you're fighting a wolf named Maneater, you're also probably in trouble. Oh my goodness, that poor guy. You know what? Let's not chance this. There you go. And one closer and boink. Okay, get wrecked. Okay. I tried to spread the XP around a little bit, but I definitely want to take my win. Good fight. Just good fight. Defender badge for Manhunter. Perform at least 5 dodges or parries without getting hit for a free skill point. Congratulations, you've defeated your opponent. Yeah, I can see how that could get really powerful. Like if you breed up a good monster, so it's just got good natural dodge or whatever, and then you're like level 2 and you already have a medallion, so you have extra skill points. So you're lower level but more powerful. That's how you're gonna beat those arena champions that have the level caps on them. All right. Well, Manhunter now has full mammal combat skills. Bite strength plus 10. Yep. Yep. All right. How are you two doing? Also, I don't really like that this ant is in here. Yeah. Would you go here and here? Yeah. Got to keep them separated. So we have some insects, we have some mammals, and we have some reptiles. So we do have a smattering of everything. Some of the arenas have those bonuses on them. So again, just as we flesh out our bench, we have options and we can pick the strong contenders and not be putting like reptiles into cold fights if we can help it. Okay, how are you doing here? All right, he got those rose petals out. It's gonna happen next turn. Anything else we need to do? Level our humans. How's your training going? I don't know what you started at. You're at 22. Yeah, basically I want to see this burning go down a little bit, and then we'll start adding in some more armor. As good as the armor is, if you can't swing your weapon or you can't have enough energy to parry and block, what's the point? So keep them a little on the lighter side here. All right, have you leveled before? No, this is your first time. All right. I guess we're keeping Aldo. Actually, Aldo's my slave guy, so yes, we are definitely keeping him. You are definitely getting development bonus. Sharp is the hired guy. I think we're keeping him. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't. I did think that we were going to be able to afford to get rid of him and just buy another slave, but we just couldn't. Then again, I mean, as much as it would suck to have to replace him. No, I think we're in for a penny in for a pound. Should I change tack though and get the development bonus? I guess if we're keeping around, we really should. All right, Babel did finish that up. All right, so I already liked the heal. If I put another point into it, it would lower the mana cost, it'd lower the energy cost. I think that's okay for now. I think right now I would rather have a little more power. I wish these had better tooltips. If I click it, we just buy the skill. Fear, energize, mana drain. The arcane skin was pretty good. How much mana do we have? 18. How much does my spell cost? We just literally don't know. We just literally don't know. The arcane skin did seem decent. Muscle cramps, I assume that's a debuff that we put on the enemy. Magic staff. I mean, we do end up having to do that a lot. And -1 action point might let me do the famous move and then attack that I keep talking about. Athletics would help us be able to move too. Some HP would not be remiss. We only have 15 HP. We could get shot for 15 HP. I mean, it's not that much more. All right, I think we're gonna go. Let's get energy drain. I can drain somebody out who I'm worried about them being able to retaliate. And then... all right, we'll try the magic staff. I'm shooting blind here, so I just don't have enough knowledge. I'm just going by gut instinct. All right, we're not going to go to the ant colony and get eaten, so I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. Successful reproduction, construction complete, and a new warrior. Okay, I don't care about the new warrior. Construction, sure. So we fixed. All right, we're just gonna fix that too. So what does that do in here? I'm just able to change this. I think now I could do 2 people, and maybe it was 1 before. Maybe. All right, whatever. And okay, so we have a timer. Female monster will not be ready to breed for 6 turns. Okay, so maybe a second female here might be worthwhile. We got 3 eggs out of it. They're different shapes and sizes, and this one is faster to hatch. Interesting. And we don't know anything about their stats or anything at this point. So, step 1, everyone can just have the Runestone of Purity. It doesn't cost me anything to run. And then, I think if we wanted to, we could start putting potions in. I don't think we're going to, though. We just don't have the money for it. So, when they hatch, we'll decide who gets what, basically. One of them's probably going to get all these, make them smaller ones just to see what it does. All right. Yep. Good job, team. We have 3 eggs. Okay. We have plenty of money for the turn. Yeah, nothing much to say about that. Definitely not touching that at the moment. Venom Whirl and the Catacombs. Okay, let's do the Catacombs first. Another thing we could consider, we could go up to the next tier of these. I've never done it, but it should just be a little bit harder than this. But this is just so safe. And everyone leveled up again. Nice. It's just so safe. All right. I think you've earned a name. You can be Daddy Swamp Dragon. All right. And you're leveling up that. That's easy. You are turning into an absolute combat nightmare. More agility, more agility. That's ridiculous. I guess we will max out. I guess we will. I wasn't thinking that that was a thing. I thought we had to kind of like carefully spec. But I guess for these long life species. Speaking of long life, how much time does my green ant have? 1 year left. Your time is running out. Okay, you finished that up. Beautiful. Okay, and you have 2 points and we need to pick something different. Okay, a little bit of HP. Okay, the agility and crit's nice. Extra counterattacks? Already can do 2. I mean, how often do we get hit more than twice? I think we're gonna go for the critical. Mainly I want the agility more. Alright, green ant, so you're the arrow dodging one. Good luck. And you... Okay, you still have your full life. Hey, let's do an experiment here. If it's worth to do development bonus. I feel like they have such short lifespans, it's not. But I could be wrong. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the dragons to hatch out. We'll see what we're gonna keep, and then we'll probably do an ant breed. How long do you guys take? 1 turn. Okay. That's fine. Alright, Venom Whirl. What do we got? Yeah, see here, we have to do a less than level 8. Poison Spit, Poison Skin. It's a level 2 creature with 33 HP. If we were going to prepare for battle, Daddy could try. Daddy does have some poison resistance. Was this a lethal fight? It's not. I'm kind of thinking that. I mean, we have to see how it goes, right? 46. Then again, this is a level 2, but 46 agility makes me think this thing's gonna have like 3 attacks. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that. Combat Classic. That's a huge fight. 3 humans and 3 monsters. I mean, we could definitely do this. You know what? Sure. We'll do a big one. All right. Put our 3 humans in. I think we have to go Manhunter here, right? There's just too many humans not to. If we're going to do that, we really want the 2 wolves together. I keep splitting them up, and that's not the right thing. And I think we'll do Daddy, because he needs some XP. Alright, let's do it. Please stop putting my wolves on opposite sides. I wish I could choose deployment. That'd be another nice little touch. Alright, you swing wide. Rush down middle. Rush down middle. Where's that archer? He's on that side. I don't like putting my mage near the archers. That just seems like a counter. Run to that side. And then you're gonna rotate and come on up. Alright, so we got mammal, some sort of hybrid, a wolf hybrid specifically, and a creature hybrid. But that thing looks all kinds of weird. Alright, you're probably gonna eat a mage blast. Just take middle. I'll hang back a little bit. I gotta give these wolves a second to catch up. So ideally what I want is I want these 2 to kind of engage, and then this one will just flank in from the back and get those rear attacks. 12%. I mean, you're saying there's a shot. Okay. Just doing my best AI impression there. Grumble, grumble. It's only okay when I do it. Also gotta watch out for that guy with the magic gear. He's got a lot of magic gear on. Alright, are we going to engage or are we going to let them engage? I think we're going to engage. Alright, so what are you going to shoot? I think we're just going to take a pot here. Move on up. And actually, I think we're going to go super greedy. We're going to set ourselves up for the unseens here. And you're going to go eat that archer. Okay, you can still run. Okay, I want to come eat this guy. Yeah, we're going to run over here. This, again, is very greedy. And then you... I don't want a chance of friendly fire incident. Good. Bad. Okay, good counterattack and a level up. Alright, what are you gonna do? Okay. Okay. Although I say that, our guy in the middle is getting absolutely pounded. Okay, step one. Alright, well, you eat him in a second. As not an unseen attack, so this thing has better vision. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do a little heal here. I'm getting a little nervous there. 90% chance into the rat. You have a second attack. I do it. Yeah, remember to watch for that. I'm not used to having that. All right, everyone else got engaged, so guess they left you to get eaten. All right, so we have really good matchups on the two range characters in the back. We need to win one of these fights relatively quickly, though, and get to the middle and help, because we are grossly outnumbered in the middle. Still outnumbered in the middle. And he's getting pooped out. Yeah, no more counterattacks. Okay, more counterattacks for him might be useful. Alright, nibble. Okay, unfortunately, cannot follow up. Nibble. Nibble. Okay, we did get a good hit, but it's only a little bit of his life, unfortunately. Okay, almost down. I was gonna say I'm not gonna attack, but I think I will. It's just too good if we can down that guy. Alright, archer. That takes a shot. Also, I think he's got resistance gear because no effect. Oh, no, maybe not. No, I just had the heal still. Okay, good. Alright. I'm happy with how that turned out. Not enough energy to counterattack. Okay, he's really bad with his melee weapon. You'll love to see that. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, no. Okay, that's actually super dangerous. All right, step one. Darn it. Step two. Good. Okay, not enough actions to move. All right, I think you're just gonna have to go and block. Or, hear me out, we got Sharp Herald here. Much better than his brother, Dole Bobby. I'm glad we didn't hire Dole Bobby. Because Sharp Herald's doing some work. Alright, in that case, we can wiggle closer. Alright, it's a matter of time now. I was getting a little worried there at the beginning when that, when Aldo just got beaten, like hit, just in rapid succession. Run that way. I'm shocked that this guy is still in the fight, if I'm being honest. Yikes! Okay, be careful, please. Okay, I wanted this guy to come help. Again, we didn't get to use the pack ability, so a little disappointing on that. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, we did get some badges here. Champion badge. Remain undefeated in 10 non-lethal combats. Okay, cool. Those are just really nice. Just getting those extra skill points. Yes, please. And we're raising agility. Cool. And Aldo leveled up. Aldo's working on his XP. Babel just got a point. I didn't look to see if we still had mana after we cast one spell. I think we didn't. So, do we need to change anything in here? Do I have mana? I don't. I assume sorcery skill must change that because we are getting, yeah. All right, what if we drop this a little bit? Wait, up that a little bit. That is affecting it. Yeah, because it would be nice to be able to use at least 2. We're mainly doing agility because we're really hoping to get another AP. Maybe we could take the endurance down a smidgen. Boy, we're not able to raise our HP, I just realized. That's spooky. That's really spooky. You know what? All of a sudden I care a lot more about those couple hit points I can grab here. 8,000 gold. If we head back home, we're repairing the chamber. We're working on the hatches. I think that's it. We also have expeditions. I wouldn't mind trying one of those, but well, then again, maybe. Well, we got young to raise at the moment. Let's not do that. We can find rare things here, but I've heard they're kind of dangerous. Turn 15, construction complete. Okay, a large chamber's done. So another thing I need to expand our monster kennel, I feel. Old keeping. Yeah, so that would be this one. 7,500. Because each monster has its own chamber. Untamed monsters cannot attack others. It can contain 8 monsters at once. Alchemist Shack. We're going to need that relatively soon so that we can make potions to enhance our monsters. And then what are these? Human characters a development bonus. Ooh. You can only build 1 of 3. Every potion the alchemist makes gets a 10% potency bonus, and its side effect is 10% lower. The structure for breeding monsters reduces abomination illness of eggs, hatchlings, and juvenile creatures by 10%. And the reproduction time of adult monsters is reduced by 1 turn. I mean, the humans are good, but we're not here to have humans. We're here to breed monsters, dang it. So I think that one's out, despite how good I do think that is. The potency for the alchemist also sounds good. But just being able to get rid of more abomination just means I can pump them full of so many more potions in general. I'm kind of tempted by that. If I didn't get that, I think I would be looking at the Alchemist Shack or the Monster Chambers. Let's see how much money we can earn this turn. We might start in on that Monster Chamber. I don't know why I thought I needed to click that for some reason. All right, this is just our freebie at this point, basically. Man, but we're still getting level ups. I wonder how XP is shared. I feel like we're all getting XP. Well, I guess it's just based on the actions that you do. So just having more things in the fight just gives me more opportunities to swing. Okay, this is Spotted Wolf. And you finish that, and you finish that. Okay, we're gonna put you in charge of taking out insects. I like the idea of having a specialized thing for each of them. And then Manhunter. Got up to 38 agility. Beautiful. Right. We have a tournament up north, where it's going to be chilly. It's also the Guild's Fair. Oh, we are definitely not building this turn. Yeah, this has got the good stuff. The really good stuff. Okay, yeah. Tournament. Let's go make our money, and then we'll go drool over the stuff. Mage Pet for 2,000. I kind of want to get a big chunk of money here if I can. That's 4 creatures. I mean, we could bring 4 creatures. A level 7 with 40 HP. That's a lot of agility. All right, we're going to drop this to the easier version. Yeah, level doesn't tell you everything. These really high agility things, definitely something to take note of. All right, we'll prepare. Obviously, Mage, Manhunter, Spotted Wolf, Lady Death, Daddy. Let's do it. We'll show him who's the best mage. Also, the way they deployed, I kind of want to hard deploy top and see if we can just eat the mage quick. All right, make sure these two end up next to each other so I can actually use the pack attack maybe. Yes, run forward. I don't know why I found that sound so hilarious, but I really do. All right, I think I'm gonna try to get them. I don't know if they can run over this frozen spot. Looks like you probably can. All right, I'm gonna rotate a little bit. I kind of want to lure them into here if I can. All right, and you continue to go a bit wide. Okay, you definitely can run across that. Like a frozen spike pond. All right, I'm liking that engagement. It's good enough. All right, so if you go there, all right, so you bonk him. You don't be dumb. There. All right, you're gonna have one rough turn, buddy. All right, and then you. I don't love that. All right, and you're gonna go try to eat that mage. All right, hold out. Just hold out. Stay strong. We've got at least one cast of heal. I don't love that attack. That seems special. Stop it. I also just realized this guy's free and might be able to intercept. For some reason in my mind, I had already allocated him to go this way. All right. Well, he didn't. Hello. All right. Unforeseen attack. Get nibbled. All right. Go for the flank. Critical hit for 14. Do it again. For 9. Beautiful. Oh yeah, this is totally our win. You're just making him angry. You just made him angry. Okay, that's a little annoying. Oh, what a ballsy move. Holy moly. I was like, oh well, I can't flank with him. And he's like, don't worry, friend. I'll let you have an attack of opportunity as I run by. Is he going for my mage? Is that his plan? I mean, if it is, that's not gonna happen. Oh, I can do multiple pack attacks. Yes. I think he's done for. Let's get in position here. That dumb looking thing. Oh, perfect. And we can block. Truly end his ambitions. All right, so you move here, nibble. Nibble. Cool. I feel like we manhandled that, basically. We absolutely just bonk those guys. Beautiful. 3,000 income. Okay, take me to that Druid fair. This is the most important. I don't know. The Druid one and the Guild fair are both super important. All kinds of goodies here. Now, this is something we need. We need this real bad. Shows the Oracle crystals are magically charged gems, useful to determine the exact level of abomination illness in a creature's body. It can indicate even the slightest degree of abomination illness, even if there's no visible deformities in the monster. Yes. Okay, great. We also need a scroll. So if we're not having abomination problems, I want to be able to boost something. Just HP feels pretty good, and agility feels pretty good. I'm really torn between these two. I really can't afford both. Maybe we can. Agility is such a good stat. The fact that it's attack and dodge and parry and gives you extra AP feels like one of those stats that's just too stacked. Actually, we can. 10,000. Buy. I'm not buying any of your crazy creatures. They're very cool. But we just need to get our equipment in order. No combined infusion set yet either. How are we doing, little ones? 5 turns until you hatch. Now we'll be able to do scrolls. In fact, I guess I could do it now, right? So I could turn that on. Yeah, and you can see here, now that we have the crystal so we can see what's going on, we're going to add 5.2 abomination per turn, and we're going to reduce 5. So at some point, I'll probably get rid of this just to get rid of the abomination on it. But for the time being... All right, and here we'll do agility, and then we'll experiment on this one by doing vigor. Yep. Now we're starting to get cooking here. All right, again, I can't do any of this until we see the hatch. All right, I'm broke, so no construction this turn. We can pay our bills, so we're okay there. I did all the fights. Okay, that takes us up to our hour, though. Holy moly. It's just one of those games you can really just kind of get in that flow state. And it's like, oh, I just want to play until the herb market. Oh, I just want to play until the frozen sword. Like, you can really get into that cycle of just, you want to do that next thing. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what we're going to get from the breeding. Hopefully we get something interesting. What ideally I would like is a weird stat or a new ability, so that then we can use that as kind of the progenitor of our line and work from there. If we just get more of the same, they're just more of the same. They're not better or worse than what we've already got. So we're hoping for something different. If nothing else, just by virtue of being able to do this, should help. 2 agility per turn for 6 turns is already 12 agility. That's a huge improvement already. So we are definitely getting somewhere and getting started on that. Other than that, yeah, I'm just pretty happy with what we have in our little repertoire here at the moment. So, all right, that's going to be it, though. I mean, I could ramble on forever, and I'd probably like to keep playing, but I better stop. So don't forget to leave a like if you're enjoying it. If you're not a subscriber, I hope I've earned your subscription. And if you want to support the channel, check out all those options: the YouTube membership, super chats, super thanks, and Patreon if you'd like to do it off-site. All right, builders, GG. I'll see you next time. Babble out.